You're live. Not you are live. We are. All right, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. We're live. Wow, I think it's the first time I've ever screwed up my pretend catchphrase. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sure is nice not to be here alone.
I was so bummed. I had like all this stuff that I wanted to talk about because the Oscars just happened St. Patrick's Day. I had a whole outfit.
Yes, you do.
I am still wearing it.
Are you still celebrating?
I mean, I've got potatoes for a month, so yeah. Because I made food it was friends over. Like, everybody I know was either in Chicago or Las Vegas. So
yeah.
So if you want some potatoes,
I know this is the first year I didn't cook a Mardi Gras meal. I didn't cook anything for St. Patrick's Day. It's hard though, living in a hotel room for so long. It would have been hard to make some gumbo.
Yeah, I did make some gumbo on Mardi Gras.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good. But I'm home. Yay!
Yep. Oh. Yay! Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be home. I have been telling people I feel like Dorothy coming home from Wizard of Oz, from Oz. That just like, and you were there, and it was everything's so great now, like rainbows. Yeah. So yeah, everything is just 10 times better than it was before. So
yes, and now you get to exist in a place that you got right before you left.
2 weeks before I moved to Chicago. Yeah. So it's thank God. Before I left, I didn't know how many dog sitters were going to be in my place. I thought I was going to have to switch off a lot. Turned out Dave ended up staying with the dogs. But because I didn't know what was going to be happening, I labeled all my cupboards, which thank God, because I forgot where everything was.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Where? Oh, I'm brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I feel like you're Monica from Friends.
I'm totally Monica from Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. In some regards, for sure. Yeah. It's happy to rediscover my home and my neighborhood. And my goodness, that first night I got home and walked out of the car, it smelled like jasmine. I was just like, oh. I'm home. And seeing the hills as I drove home from the airport, hills. I didn't even realize I missed the hills.
The plains of Illinois. Yeah.
And I was in a suburb. The city's great. I mean, it's a great city. I do like the city.
Chicago's awesome.
I don't love the sub-zero weather, but I like the city.
In the wind.
But we were not in the city. We were in a suburb. And so it was flat and a lot of strip malls. Yeah. So I'm really happy to be
now you're back, and you've got so many good restaurants right next to you.
So many. I know. Yeah. I can't even wait to start, spending money I don't have on restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I start a new job soon.
Yeah.
I start rehearsing. I think I can. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you already posted it.
It's not like anybody's watching it. Well, I posted that it was coming. I didn't say I was in it because they posted that it's on the season.
Oh, okay. Well,
but
she's in it.
I'm in it. Well, I hope there's no contract yet.
We think she's in it.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Stay tuned. Yes. So, okay, we had St. Patty's, Oscars. Well,
and I didn't text you about the Oscars because I know, if you were going to watch or watch it, if you were going to watch it later. I mean, the big thing that I just want to talk about is the Ken. It was so good. Did you see it?
I did. I went back later. wasn't able to watch the show really, but I saw highlights of the show and I kept was keeping up on Instagram about who was winning what. But the Ken number he was fantastic. It was so much fun. It was so old Oscars, like old school Oscars. It was just really, I think, really fun. He was really good.
He was really good. Well, that was one of the things I was like screaming at the TV. I was, that's Mickey Mouse Club trading for you right there.
I forgot he was Mickey Mouse Club.
That's what you get. He knows what he's doing. But shout out Mandy Moore, who was a choreographer. She choreographed. You know her from So You Think You Can Dance, most likely. But she most recently choreographed Taylor's Error, and she choreographed La La Land, a bunch of other movies. But she choreographed that number, and Ryan had a lot to do with it. Like, I think people go into the Oscars thinking like some of these unplanned moments are not planned. I'm like, everything is planned down to the T. To the moment that he walked down the stairs and sang with Greta and America and Margot, that was on purpose. Him walking to Emma's phone then afterwards and addressing her, that was very much planned because they wanted to do like a little La La Land reunion. Like everything. 44 dancers in that ensemble. She started with 20 to start with, brought in Ryan, and then brought in other major Kens on like the Thursday and Friday before the show. Like they just had a couple of days to learn the number, and then brought in 24 more dancers to fill out the space. Loved it.
It was really, really fun. That was definitely a highlight of that night. I mean, again, I didn't see the whole thing, but I loved that. I thought that was so much fun. And for all the hate he was getting for being nominated, I mean, the guy is talented. He's
talented. And he sang. He sounded so good.
Yeah, he was great. I was like, first I thought, that's not, is he lip syncing? But he actually sings.
So. He sang. I was like, where was this in La La Land, my friend?
Yeah. I had forgotten that he was Mickey Mouse Club. That whole era of
those guys are all superstars.
They're all, every one of them. Yeah. It's crazy. Of course, I'm glad Poor Things won some of the things it did. But I think my favorites were not always picked.
Poor Things won all the things that I picked Barbie for. Like, I figured it was either going to be Barbie or Poor Things for like makeup, production design, costume. And so I went with Barbie just because I
went with Poor
Things. I thought both. But Poor Things won all of those. Which
I had a lot of Poor Things on my. Yeah, it's fine, right? But there were truly a lot of really good films this year. The biggest ones weren't my favorites, but they were still good films. Oppenheimer and Killers of the Flower Moon, still good films. Again, I didn't read the book, so I can't compare it to that. But that's always the case. The films rarely, does the book justice.
I've been saying that if Martin Scorsese had stuck to the book more, how it's and Molly's journey, she would have won that Oscar.
Yeah,
because it was he just focused on the two dudes most of the time.
Yeah.
The rest of the story kind of gets lost in it. Had they stuck with, I think, the narrative of the book,
yeah, that makes a lot of sense because she was really wonderful.
She's captivating. Like she's so great on screen and just like
you can't take your eyes off of her. Yeah, she's great. But yeah, it was I was having to follow along while doing the show, so it was seemed like a good one this year.
It was good. Yeah.
So maybe next year. So now it's spring. We're 2 days into spring?
Yeah.
Happy spring.
Happy spring.
You are a little frozen, I think. But yeah, you're back.
I've not seen any of this thing on the side. It's very weird.
I know. It happens that way because it's on your own. But I like I said, when I came home, the stark difference between where I was and where I am now makes me so grateful. I've always loved Los Angeles. I love California. I have always said that. But the smell and then coming home to all this green, like
so
much
raining, and
green.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful here right now. It was brown. There, all the trees, nothing on them. There was I didn't see one sprout of something coming. The day I left, it started flurrying again. So, being home and having it be spring now is just like it could have been a better homecoming.
Well, it's going to rain again this weekend, and so we're going to get even more green. And I guess the California super bloom is already in progress.
Yeah,
flowers everywhere. All the poppies.
Yeah, people, please
stuff.
don't step on the flowers or lay in the flowers. Please don't do that when you visit them. I do want to go. I miss it every year because I say I want to go.
I know, I haven't been in forever. Yeah.
So I definitely I want to get out to go see those. But yeah, just don't be assholes, guys. Don't be assholes. Just don't hurt the little flowers. They're very sensitive.
Wait, did you watch the Jennifer Lopez stuff yet?
No. Do I need to?
Well, here's the thing. People are giving her a lot of hate, and here, this is what I'm going to shoot out a bunch of stuff real quick. Okay. And I think if I had her money, I'd be doing the exact same thing.
You would turn into J-Lo?
If I had $20 million, yeah, I'd probably be going, come on, CNC guys, we're going to make my, yeah, it's not bad. It wasn't like we're going to make my little passion project, and I'm going to dance and sing, and you guys are going to dance behind me. I didn't think it was, everybody's like, oh, she's such a narcissist. Like, yeah.
She's a performer.
She's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah. I mean, the whole idea of what we're doing it right now. Hey, watch us.
Yeah.
Watch us talk. That's all we're doing.
Like,
watch us talk.
Well, she's just dancing and singing. It's her money. Let her do what she wants. I don't know. It's so weird. People are like irate. I mean, you should see TikTok video after video after video. And then all these people saying, I was bragging of like, we're just going to tell terrible stories now of Jennifer Lopez. Doesn't have anything to do with anything else. And I'm like, I'd be the exact same thing. Also, this is the thing. They're mad at her because she keeps calling herself Jenny from the block. And she keeps bringing up the Bronx. Okay, yeah, I can't talk. I mean, I'm constantly talking about Texas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I haven't lived in Texas.
Yeah, I mean, no grace is afforded her. I think, the only things I've ever heard about her that I would find negative.
She doesn't tip.
Care about the rest of it. She what?
Doesn't tip.
You cut out.
I know that. Again.
She doesn't tip. Is that what you said? Yeah. Oh shit. Well, see, that's not cool. She doesn't talk to people that she's on screen with. So
she doesn't. But you can kind of see that in the thing.
Yeah. So she should be a little cooler. But the rest of it, I don't care.
Yeah, she can make whatever she wants.
Yeah,
and you don't have to watch it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, I think that's where a lot of our world gets a little confused because with so much content out there in the world now, people start to feel like they're, why do I have to watch this? Why do I have to see? You don't have to watch it. You don't have to be on Instagram. You don't have to be on TikTok. You don't have to be. I'm not on TikTok. I mean, I'm rarely on TikTok. It's only when somebody says,
make a whole video.
It's only when somebody. Oh shit! I can never do this. It's only when somebody sends me
Matador videos.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to go on social media. You don't have to be watching our show right now, but I hope you do. Like and subscribe.
Please.
So yeah, everybody's got. You have free will to watch or not watch. You don't have to watch people that make you angry. You don't have to watch people that make you frustrated and sad. So you have choices. We'll have choices.
My choice yesterday was I was like, well, maybe I'll give it a shot because it's on Disney Plus. I turned on the Eras Tour movie.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I lasted 15 minutes and I was like, I can't do this. It's so bad. She's so bad.
I would say live, she was really, really great. I mean, we talked about it when we went, but she really, honestly, is like a fantastic performer. And I mean, when you think she had 30,000 people in a stadium, like,
yeah, but I watched that. I watched that, and I'm completely delusional. But I'm like, I don't know why we're not doing that. Like, I'm like, easily we could.
Well, I don't write songs. I don't play any instruments.
Well, I'm just saying, like, entertain a stadium that big. Yeah, do that.
Probably.
Yeah, I just go, yeah, we should be at Wembley.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the girl has worked her ass off since she was a kid, so
I don't doubt that with all of her very wealthy family's money. It's she can work really hard and do whatever she wants. That's her privilege. It's still not good.
Yes.
I watch that and I go, well, Trump was president and Taylor Swift's the biggest pop star in the world. Yeah, kids, you can truly be whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
Well, there you go. See, it's the good. You're taking away a good message after all.
Have you watched Girls 5 Eva this season at all or ever?
No, and actually, I've never seen the show, but it's one of those ones that was always on my list. I need to watch that, and never did. So I should get on that.
One of the characters, it's not really a spoiler, but one of the characters this newest season spend all of their money to book Radio City so they can perform it. And I was like, that's neat. I'd be like, yeah, of course we're playing Radio City. Yeah. And it's like only their spouse will show up.
That sounds right. That sounds right. We sold 100 tickets. That's us. We sold 100 tickets. If we had the money, we could do that. We would do that.
Yeah.
We had our friend Eben reached out to us the other day. He's going to be releasing an EP soon. Eben Schlutter. Is it out? Okay, I haven't been online the last couple of days. I've been too enthralled with being back home. But he used a song that we used in our second show ever. I think that was our number 2 show. Yeah. That was the show called Spring Fling. The photo of us, for all of you out there, the photo of us with the chimpanzee in the middle, played by Fran de Leon, was from that show. Many moons ago. But we still look just like that.
2014?
No, I think it was 2013.
No, 2013. Yeah, 2013.
I think it was 2013. And the show was Spring Fling, and there were a lot of like naughty songs in it. And
I miss our dirty shows. We gotta do a dirty show this year.
I know. We used to do shows that were a little more blue, and then our friends started bringing their kids, and
but everybody's grown up
gun
now.
Shy. They're all grown up now. Yeah. So,
but I love that Eben was going, is it okay to use, I was like, I forgot
I don't even know what song it is he's talking about, to be honest. I can listen. I remember after you said it, I know it.
I'll send you the TikTok. It's on one of the TikToks.
Hi, Chris. Kids are scam. Agreed. Kids, you're rotten. You are rotten. They ruin everything.
Lily Ellen says, you ruin our lives and you ruin our careers.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Whoa, Lily.
Or Bradley Cooper. What is it? I didn't have a connection with it until put my life on the line for it? No. Whoa, Bradley.
Oh boy.
He was on Dax Shepard's podcast. And he was just talking about, I totally understand what he was from. He just said it poorly. But he was just like, when he first had his kid, there was no connection there or whatever. And he was like, honestly, put my life on the line for it. I'm calling it also. I was like, bro, just say like you had issues connecting it. Like so many people do. Like, you don't have to. And she's a girl with a name
out there forever.
She has a name.
Wow. Yeah. So anyway, look for Eben Schletter's EP out now, apparently.
Yes.
And
we'll post on our Instagram.
Good idea. But that was, yeah, we kicked off spring with that show. Then that's now we're on a little spring.
Yeah.
It's hard to get it together to do more than this.
Well, we're gonna get it together more this year because we have to, because my ego doesn't allow me to sit and wallow with my poor shitty foot that doesn't work. So we're gonna
get your. How is that? A little update. I know you sent an update today, but
so last week I had my endometriosis flare up, and I was like, that's why I couldn't be here. I was like in so much pain, and cramps were so bad. 2 weeks late, I didn't even think I was just like, what is this perimenopause thing happening? So much pain, but I had a doctor's appointment at 1:00 that day, which is a doctor's appointment I've been calling every single day to try to get for the last 6 weeks. Like, I've just been on the phone every single, finally got the appointment. So I wasn't going to miss it, but I had to do a whole, because it's a whole new thing. I had to get a full physical as well. It's like, I'm going to have to press on your stomach. I already told her, I was like, I'm going to vomit or something at any minute, because I just feel, she's like, oh yeah, you are swollen. I'm like, yeah, yeah, like a lot swollen, but otherwise she was great. This doctor actually had dealt with drop syndrome herself. So she gave me some tips like visualization and other things. And then I just put out on TikTok also the other day, like, if you have had this, like, do you have any tips and, any advice if you're PT or if you've experienced it yourself? And somebody said that I should try dry needling, which I looked up, and a lot of physical therapists are using this now. And it's just basically like e-stims, essentially, like when you go and then acupuncture. I'm going to try acupuncture. I haven't done that yet. So,
wow. Okay.
I don't know. I just need, I have dreams of flexing my foot at this point.
Aww.
So I was like, I just need it to like I know. And the doctor was just like, she's so nice. And I already have a follow-up appointment. Like, everything is like progressing now as it should. She was completely appalled at everything that I've gone through prior to this. And I lost my train of thought.
But things are moving along. It was a good appointment.
Helpful. Good appointment. Things are moving along. Yeah, I just oh, nice. Yes, I just got a number for our friend Dorina. I'm going to go check out her acupuncturist. So
I've never done acupuncture.
I did it only once before.
Jean, if you're
I'll go, Maui.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
My mother's calling. Let me decline. Sorry, Mom. It was ringing through my computer. Yeah. So just go to Maui and then just put it there.
Okay.
Good morning, Jean. I think you need to take a sabbatical. And you probably need some help while you're there. So
I do
probably come help you. Yeah.
You carry my cane and my walker.
Yeah. Let's start a new GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Send Claudia to Maui.
Yes. And you can still donate to the GoFundMe.
Yes, it is still up. That is still an issue. If we should repost that link again if anybody is able and willing to help out, because our insurance industry is a scam more than kids.
Sucks. It really sucks. But it's so very helpful because I've been able to keep
paying rent,
and my employees that have been helping me keep a job that I cannot work
business open
afloat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am gonna find the link while we talk now.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna share it.
I'm feeling more hopeful for sure. That now that I have like a plan of attack. She's finding me also a new neurologist, a new specialist, since my doctor who cut into my body just disappeared and won't answer my questions.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's what she was like, he didn't ask for like a 3-month follow-up or anything like that. No.
Jeez. He's just gone.
He's just gone. I mean, he's at Providence. Crazy. His name is Dr. Shahadi. Yeah. So, it's just one of those weird things that's like, you have an emergency surgery, you trust these people that you don't know, and you haven't, I wasn't able to get a second opinion, to cut into you. And then they're just like, peace out. And we get these staples out, and good luck trying to walk.
My gosh, that's crazy. I just posted the GoFundMe link in both. It goes to both Facebook and to YouTube. So if you're watching it on either one, you can still donate. And as Claudia's talking about, I mean, it's a long, long road. This has been since, when did this happen? This was shortly after
18th. I went into hospital January 14th.
Doesn't have movement of that foot. So, please, if you're willing and able, that would be very helpful. You know what else would be nice? Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please. Especially on YouTube.
There.
Get those numbers up.
Yeah. Please. If these are our pleas for this week. But yes, we have been very regular this year so far.
I know. This is the 4th Friday. Well, no, not in a row. Well, yeah, because you did it last week. Yeah.
I did it. Yeah. I was there. It was very short.
And I watched it.
I think it was. Did you watch it?
I did.
You watched me fumbling for things to say? Sure wish Claudia were here. Getting tongue-tied.
Did you see that Willy Wonka attraction in Glasgow that was super shitty? I'll have to send you a link. It was funny. Like, all these people paid money for like a Willy Wonka experience. They thought it was going to be like, like having to do anything to do with the movie, or it was like cardboard cutout. Like, some people dress in like these shitty costumes. Like,
that's like the Titanic exhibit, if you ask me. That Titanic exhibit that's been going around.
Yeah,
it's bullshit. Don't spend your money on it. Oh my God.
Oh no.
It has nothing to, it's not, they're not artifacts from the Titanic. They're artifacts from the movie, There are photos of things and like descriptions, artifacts from the movie, recreations of a set in the movie, of an area in the boat that they're imagining looked like this. It literally says that. Like, this is what we think it looked like on the real ship, but this is what we did in the movie. It's fucking James Cameron. It's like, basically it's a money pit. Don't go. It's a money pit. Just go to the library. You don't have to go to the library. Yeah, it's James Cameron.
Is it him?
Found out later. Yeah. He's the one doing this exhibit.
That's insane, because what I hear from like people that go to his studio that have to like have auditioned for like Avatar and stuff, like actually go to the studio, like all of his real stuff is there. Like, it's like a museum when you go there. So why the lack of effort?
It is not. Yeah, it is a Titanic movie exhibit. Like, they're not being clear about that. That's really what it is. The one thing that's touching, but you can go online and find this, is the they show all the pictures and stories of, not all, but of some of the people who died in the ship. Maybe they do all. I don't remember now. And their stories. So reading those stories and knowing that these lives perished on that ship but I could do that online. Like, there were artifacts from ships that were out at the same time. There were, and I get it. Yeah, it's sunk, but it really, like, it's really just, it's about the movie. It's weird.
Good Lord.
Yeah. But when you enter, you get to take that group picture in front of a green screen. So there you go. You know, like they do that, and then they'll put the ship in behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is this attraction right now?
I think it's gone now because it was in Chicago when I was there, but it was here last year for like the whole year, just about.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it might still be here.
I was gonna say we could bring like a little microphone and like sing "My Heart Will Go On." Just set ourselves up in front of it.
Totally.
Or have Tracy do our whole number, and we'll bring Constance and James back in.
Birds. Birds. Yeah. We should post that in honor of our conversation.
Yeah,
I'll post that video.
I'll try to find it. Oh yeah, do you have it?
It's on there. I think it's on my.
Is it separate? Okay.
Personal. Yeah, I think it's before we started our CNC. Our Studio CNC on YouTube, not Studio C. That's different. That's kind of shitty comedy. Studio C and C. Go follow us. All right. Should we wrap this up?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Well, we'll probably see you next week.
Yeah, Friday Fun Day, guys.
Everybody, look at Claudia. Shit.
What?
God damn it. Claudia's new hair. Isn't that cute? It's her new hair. Give her lots of compliments, please, in the comments. It's good for her. Don't do that.
I need it.
She needs it. Give her lots of compliments.
I'm pretty.
You're so pretty. All right, everybody.
I'm a star.
All right, everyone. No.
Oh my gosh, you gotta watch Pearl. What's her name? Mia Goth.
I did. Okay, wait. Yeah, one more thing before we finish. I did see Pearl. I don't remember that little bit, but yes, now that you say that,
I can't remember. There's two movies that are like compared. Yes, she's in both.
So here's also the thing: is for the longest time, I thought Mia Goth and what's her face were the same person. You know who I'm talking about, Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Thought they were the same person.
Two young white girls. Yeah.
They look exactly the same to me. Yeah. Exactly the same. It was like when Julia Stiles and who was the other one were out at the same time. Like, that's the same person.
Yeah.
They're the same. One of you needs to cut your hair, girls, or you're always going to be confused for each other.
It's like all the guys in Oppenheimer. They all look alike.
Alina has total face blindness from like white men. She literally will be watching a show and she will confuse people throughout the show. I'm like, honey, that's the guy who shot the girl. It is? I thought that was the other guy.
Oh my gosh.
Unless she actually knows them, she has no. They all look the same to her.
Oh my God, hilarious!
To my little Irish girl. Yeah. All right, we'll let everybody go now. This is a long one. Huh.
I know.
Sticking with us. Yeah, we had a lot. We had a lot to catch up on. All right, everyone. We will see you hopefully next week. Adios.